We're loving this Thursday morning because it is all about the Vail Film Festival. And joining me today on the couch are the inspiration, producers, and actors of the film 7,000 Miles. I've got Alexandra and Linda here today. How are you, ladies?
We're good.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Good, good. I'm so excited to hear the story. So, Alexandra, you star in the film. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the premise of it and what we can expect.
We aim to inspire and empower women with this film and with our story. We came up with the idea about 10 years ago. Just the mystery of Amelia Earhart has always been with us. It's been in our bones. And my mom was a flight attendant in the 70s, and in the glory days of flying for flight attendants, and loved aviation. And her birthday's the same as Amelia Earhart, so we've just always been connected to her. And her love of aviation and Amelia Earhart inspired this idea. And our friend Colette Friedman is the screenwriter. She said, you need to make this into a feature film. Like, you need to do it. And we were making short films. And we were scared, but we went for it. And she wrote this beautiful script. And then we brought it to Amy Glazer, the director, and she fell in love with the story and said Wendy Malick would be an amazing potential Amelia Earhart. And went to Wendy, she says she was scared by the script, which meant she wanted to do it. And so for me, as a more newcomer actress, to get to work alongside Wendy Malick was a true joy. We filmed in Hawaii for 18 days.
Wow.
But we were there for 2 months for pre-production and everything, which was exciting.
Very exciting and fun, and quite a challenge, to find the perfect set for this story, because it's in the 70s, right? And Waikiki is all not the 70s.
I love that you mentioned, not to jump in, but my mother was also a flight attendant in the 70s and spent lots of time in Hawaii, so I understand.
Which airline?
Pan Am, actually.
Oh, the big one. That's great.
Air California.
I love that.
And then American.
Absolutely, but I love the idea of women in aviation, and just from all aspects of it, from the pilot, from the flight attendant. So tell me, what can we expect from the film?
Well, it's a really wholesome, sweet, heartwarming story, and it follows my character Jo, who is an aspiring pilot, who has to come home to Hawaii to care for her ailing grandmother, Melly, who's played by Wendy Malick. And while she's there, they start to uncover these fragmented memories that create this mystery of, could she possibly be America's most celebrated aviatrix?
Wow.
And we're so thrilled to have it here in Vail. We have a huge producing team of really strong, wonderful women that are so thrilled to have it at this amazing festival and in person, because we know the trials and tribulations of doing things through COVID and lockdown, and we filmed during COVID. And so we're so happy that Vail Film Festival is back in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be here.
Yeah, we're extremely happy to be here, and we were extremely happy to get through COVID and making the movie. Everyone had to be tested every morning and everything, and that wasn't where our mindset was. Our mindset was creating this beautiful story, and Lexi and Wendy together. I mean, it couldn't have been a better team for what this story told, and it's a tearjerker. We've had standing ovations. We've had tears, lots of tears, and
happy tears too.
Yeah, they're happy tears.
Good.
The only thing I would say, I've been a movie fan since I was little, as she has, since she's about 3. I would say, don't get up to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Because you might miss something that's really significant, because it is a mystery.
Yeah.
And maybe we tell you in the end, and maybe we don't.
I love the cliffhanger. This is definitely a great way to entice people to make sure they come see the film. So you mentioned COVID. So talk to me a little bit about the challenges of filming, and how was the end result of the film, even though you had those challenges?
Well, one nice thing about it is we filmed like family style.
Sure.
So we most of us were staying at the house that we filmed in. So it was really a character in the film. We wake up and have breakfast together, and then start getting in hair and makeup and start shooting just right there at that beautiful house.
On the beach.
On the beach. It was nice. It was not
It was
bad.
fabulous.
So because we wanted to keep our pod, you know what I mean? Like not have people going out getting exposed or anything. And a lot of the crew that had to fly in, they also were in their own crew house right down the street.
Oh, great.
And so they were all camaraderie, all of that. I'm just thrilled that we made it through, because for a small indie movie, to be able to make it and afford to do the COVID test and probably not get anyone sick.
No one
got COVID.
No one got
that's
sick.
great.
And all the extra expense, nothing that you plan on when you
Yeah.
gather your
start
money
it.
to start the movie. That was the only difficult part. The rest was, we made it through.
Yeah, and the
I don't
finished
think-
product, I don't
don't think it affected the
thrilled,
end.
Yeah, thrilled at the finished product.
Yes.
Like the whole editing team, the way that our director Raymond Wood and Amy Glazer, the director, did I say editor Raymond Wood? That's what I meant to say. I don't know, I fumbled my words. Anyway, the way they weaved the feeling of Hawaii into the movie, into the
Exactly.
pacing of the movie. It really makes you feel like you're there, and gets in with, it's a character-driven story, so really get close with the characters.
Absolutely.
And then the sound, everything came together.
Yeah, it did. Actually, we were very fortunate because it could have, with COVID and all that goes along with that, it could have been a disaster. Just even getting through the airport, or on a plane.
No, absolutely.
And
was
Hawaii
a
had
challenge.
special regulations
Yeah,
as well.
they did,
I'm sure.
and some of them were lifted just before we started, which was a relief. Because,
That's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, I do think otherwise it might have affected the end, but everybody was so cooperative, and it was a really good team. And when you have that going, that's how it becomes a success.
Yeah. It's true, absolutely. Now, I would love to know, what's your favorite highlight of filming? Do you have a moment?
I do. I definitely do. Getting to fly in the airplanes was my highlight. Working alongside Wendy overall was the highlight.
Sure.
But getting to fly, especially in the Citabria, that's an acrobatic plane.
Oh, wow.
And normally the main, the captain, the main pilot is in the front seat, and I'm not a licensed pilot.
Okay.
Although I did get to fly in these different airplanes for the movie. He had me in the front seat, and he was like, hiding behind me while flying.
Sure.
And so I had to do a lot of the gears and things, especially on landing, because he couldn't see around me. It was quite nerve-wracking and super exciting as an actress to get to be so in my character.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And as a producer with everything, and a mother,
Yeah.
watching her not a pilot up there in that little plane, because I've been on planes since I was 19.
Sure. So
I do, and it was a little nerve-wracking, but everything went smooth. We were blessed.
That's great. That's
good
great.
karma going.
Being an actor, you really get to become a jack of all trades and an expert in almost all of them if you're really diving in. It sounds like you're about to pursue your pilot's license.
That would be a dream come true. I did just have a little baby a couple months ago, so maybe I'll wait a couple more months till she's
not quite ready.
more independent so I can get up there.
That's
Do my
great.
lift.
So tell us, where can we watch the film this weekend?
Yes, absolutely. Please come see it. It's Friday at 4 o'clock, part of the Vail Film Festival. It's at the Chasing Rabbits Theater, 4 o'clock on Friday, 7,000 miles.
Well, we're going to show our audience the trailer of the film, so let's take a look.
We're looking for our pilot.
And you found her.
Excuse me, we have a problem.
I understand. Scott,
Could have convinced them, Richard.
we'll make it happen.
Hello?
Joel, it's your grandfather.
How are you, Graham?
Well, Bert's dead, so not so good.
Millie's mind isn't what it used to be.
Visual hallucinations may be the first signs of symptoms.
There is nothing wrong with you. I've been on the mainland so long, I hardly recognize you.
He's how old now?
Zach? Davey's little brother. Wow.
MIT graduate, pilot's license.
People on the mainland think that all pilots should be men.
Who's your boss? He doesn't know how good you fly?
It's complicated. People don't want to fly with a girl.
If women waited for the right time, nothing would ever change.
There's a pilot like you.
Yeah. She swears she was in a plane crash. Would there be a record of that?
I don't think we should leak this outside of the family.
There is more to life than being a passenger. Well, it's true.
Back in the day, you used to follow her and Davey around.
What?
I thought you was chasing your big brother, but maybe you're chasing her.
If you're Amelia Earhart, it means I was meant to do this.
And if I'm not who you think I am, you're not meant to do this? I have lived the sweetest life here with your grandfather and all of you. This is a life worth celebrating. have regrets, Joe.
I won't. Someone has an important journey to complete.
There's a saying, it takes a village to raise a child. And we're your village.
You're stuck with us.